I've been consistently releasing music for about 3 years now, and I wanted to share what I've learned about making album art in the process. Album art is super important. Think about some of your favorite albums and how the album art can kind of be that image that you associate with how the music makes you feel. Also, some people will just see a piece of album art and be inclined to listen to the music just based on the artwork itself. With that being said, I've made album art a lot of different ways, from paying someone to take a photo or design album art, to going on a design app myself and making it, to licensing a piece of art that an artist has previously made. And today I'm going to share with you 5 different ways that you can make album art and the pros and cons of each. The first way to make album art is by paying a professional to take a photo and then to design a piece of album art. If you're a musician and you're super focused on your music, this might be a good option for you because it eliminates that time of having to create something yourself. And a lot of musicians aren't necessarily well versed in visual arts. You might know what style you want, but a photographer or a designer can help you actually achieve that in reality. It can be really nice just to pass that process on to someone else. The con, however, is that generally this can be pretty expensive. A lot of designers and illustrators have to charge higher fees in order to stay in business, so if you don't have a large budget, this might not be the option for you. The second way to make album art is to license an actual piece of artwork. There was a time when I saw a piece of artwork that I thought was stunning. It was an analog collage and I was absolutely in love with it. So I contacted the artist and found out that I could actually license his artwork in order to use it for my album art. This can be a great option because there's no guesswork involved. You're just paying for what has already been made and licensing it so that you can use it for your own music. If the art already matches your style, this can be a very quick process in creating album art. I'll throw a website out called artgrab.co where you can actually go and check out different people's art and license it for your own music. There's also free websites like Unsplash where you can actually browse a bunch of stock images and then just download one and use it for your album art. And Unsplash is completely free. You don't have to sign up for an account, nothing like that. You just go on their website and download images. So definitely check that out. I've used it a ton in the past. The downside of licensing artwork as album art is that it can also be generally pretty expensive. Depending on how big the artist is, what they generally charge, this can range anywhere from $50 to several hundreds of dollars. So this might not be a great option if you are on a budget. It's the worst feeling in the world when you see a piece of art that you so desperately want to use as album art and then you find out that the artist charges a ridiculous amount to license that piece. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to some more DIY budget-friendly ways of creating album artwork that I generally lean towards. Like I said, these next 3 are pretty do-it-yourself and budget-friendly. So the first one I want to talk about is actually taking a photo yourself and stylizing it in order to make your album art. You can buy props, use different style cameras like a film camera or a very old camera, and really style the photo how you want it. The downside with this one is that sometimes us musicians just don't have the time or the energy to visualize and execute an entire photo shoot. Also, props and cameras can become very expensive if you don't already own them. However, your iPhone can also be a great option to take photos. It's becoming a lot more normal. People seem to like the low quality vibe that you can get from just an iPhone camera. So that's definitely something to consider. Speaking of iPhones, there's so many different design apps that you can just download on your phone that give you a lot of creative freedom in designing a piece of album art, which is number 4 on this list. The most popular design app seems to be Canva, and Canva has a lot of free tools that you can use to create and customize a photo or just design a piece of artwork from scratch. The downside to these is that a lot of times these design apps will actually upcharge to use all of their tools, so there may be some tools that you need or you feel like you can't get the result that you want with the free tools, so oftentimes you might have to pay a little extra in order to get all the perks from these design apps. Time is also a factor when thinking about these apps because you can spend so much time just nitpicking your album art instead of working on music or thinking about your marketing and what you're gonna do for that. I'm hesitant to talk about this last one, but AI is becoming so popular it'd be crazy not to talk about it. So let's talk about having AI design your artwork. AI is getting very realistic. You can input an artist that you like and exactly what you want AI to recreate, and it will recreate it for you almost instantly. This can be very cost effective for musicians who don't have the sort of money to be putting into album art. There seem to be a lot of downsides to AI, however. First of all, AI is expected to take a lot of creative jobs, which kind of sucks, especially if you're watching this and you are a creative yourself. Also, AI uses different people's artwork that already exists in order to make something new. So there's definitely an issue there in terms of taking from another artist's creativity and generating something that is very, very similar. AI can also still be clunky at times, not delivering the image you were hoping for, or just not really understanding what it is that you want, because it's not a human to human interaction, so it can be limiting in that sense. With all that being said, I don't know how I feel about using AI, but it is an option out there, and I'm sure it's going to grow in popularity just like a bunch of things are with AI right now. All in all, there's so many different ways to make artwork as an artist, and you just have to choose the one that's best for you. If you just have a little money to put towards your project, I honestly wouldn't even recommend using it on album artwork. Instead, I would focus on developing a marketing plan that you can execute. It'd be great if you had album artwork and a great song, but if no one's listening to it, it kind of defeats the purpose of trying to reach new audiences and get your music heard. So definitely think about marketing before having extra money to spend on something like album artwork. If you want to check out a video I made on how I've gotten 150,000 streams from using Facebook ads for my music marketing, go ahead and check out the video on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel also if you like this kind of content and good music. Again, thank you so much for watching.